blood spills along the Afghanistan-Pakistan border. The Taliban claims 58 Pakistani soldiers dead. Pakistan fires back, accusing Kabul of harboring terrorists. Border crossings slam shut. Trade collapses. Arab nations scramble to mediate as two hostile neighbours teeter on the brink. Can diplomacy prevail, or will this powder keg explode into full-scale war? The Taliban government has claimed that at least 58 Pakistani soldiers were killed in overnight border clashes between Afghanistan and Pakistan. Kabul said the assault was a retaliatory response to what it described as repeated violations of Afghan territory and airspace by its neighbour. The Taliban government's chief spokesman, Zabihullah Mujahid, said Afghan forces had captured 25 Pakistani army posts.
The situation on all official borders and de facto lines of Afghanistan is under complete control, and illegal activities have been largely prevented. If the opposing side again violates Afghanistan's territorial integrity, our armed forces are fully prepared to defend the nation's borders and will deliver a strong response.
Earlier this week, Afghan authorities accused Pakistan of bombing the capital, Kabul, and a market in the country's east. Pakistan did not claim responsibility for the assault. Pakistan has accused Afghan authorities of sheltering members of the banned Tehrik-i-Taliban Pakistan, claiming the group launches deadly cross-border attacks from Afghan soil. Kabul, however, has rejected the allegations, insisting it does not permit its territory to be used for aggression against any nation. Following Saturday night's assault, Pakistani Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif condemned the attack, saying the country's military not only gave a befitting response to Afghanistan's provocations, but also destroyed several of their posts, forcing them to retreat. Pakistan Armed Forces Public Relations Wing ISPR put out a statement saying Afghanistan's cowardly action, which included fire and a few physical raids, was aimed at destabilizing the border areas to facilitate terrorism, furthering the nefarious designs of the terrorists. The statement, however, said only 23 soldiers had been killed from the Pakistani side and not 58 as claimed by the Afghans.
Exercising the right of self-defense, the alert armed forces of Pakistan repelled the assault decisively all along the border and inflicted heavy casualties on Taliban forces and affiliated Khawarij.
Arab nations have voiced deep concern over the escalating confrontation between Afghanistan and Pakistan, as diplomatic sources indicate quiet efforts are underway to diffuse tensions. So far, however, both governments appear unwilling to retreat from their hardline stances. With troops on high alert and nationalist fervour intensifying on both sides, the region faces a precarious moment where mediation by Gulf states could prove vital to preventing further conflict. Saudi Arabia and Qatar have publicly urged Islamabad and Kabul to exercise restraint and engage in dialogue to ease the growing border tensions. Saudi Foreign Ministry said on X,
"The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia follows with concern the tensions and clashes witnessed in the border areas between the Islamic Republic of Pakistan and the state of Afghanistan."
At the same time, Qatar urged both sides to prioritise dialogue, diplomacy and restraint. The country's foreign ministry put out a statement on X saying,
"The ministry reiterates the state of Qatar's support for all regional and international efforts aimed at strengthening international peace and security, and affirms its commitment to ensuring security and prosperity for the brotherly Pakistani and Afghan peoples."
Meanwhile, Afghanistan Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi, who is in India, acknowledged the mediation of Arab nations.
Afghanistan's friends, Qatar and Saudi Arabia, said the war should stop. So the war stopped from our end and the situation now is under control. So, we want good relations with Pakistan.
However, Muttaqi added a warning for Pakistan, cautioning them against any further escalation.
We are in favor of zero tension. If Pakistan does not want to engage in dialogue, then Afghanistan has other ways to handle the situation.
Following the attack, Pakistan sealed border crossings with Afghanistan. The Torkham crossing in the northwestern province of the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Taman in the southwestern province of Balochistan have been closed temporarily. Regional analysts warn that the deteriorating security situation threatens to spiral beyond control, with both nations locked in a dangerous cycle of retaliation. Pakistani security analyst Imtiaz Gul says the Taliban regime is failing to take decisive action against the TTP.
In the past week alone, there have been at least 4 significant attacks, seemingly orchestrated by individuals based in Afghanistan. Pakistan's patience has been wearing thin, which has prompted the government to take direct action against TTP leaders.
The closure of the Torkham and Charman crossings has brought bilateral trade to a complete standstill, affecting thousands of traders and ordinary citizens on both sides. These border crossings serve as vital economic arteries, facilitating millions of dollars in trade annually. The indefinite closure threatens to compound the humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan, where the economy has been severely weakened since the Taliban's return to power in 2021. Afghan affairs expert Omar Samad warned that hostility between the two sides can escalate into widespread violence and military action beyond what we are experiencing and cause irreparable damage to the ties between Islamabad and Kabul.
There is no time for deception, spin, and bluster. We need statesmanship, caution, and honest dialogue. Tensions between the Pakistan military establishment and the de facto Afghan government have been rising for the past 2 years, partly caused by missteps, misunderstandings, and mismanagement.
The coming days now seem to be crucial. Whether both neighbours with Arab mediation choose to de-escalate, or whether this newly ignited conflict between two long-standing neighbours escalates further, remains to be seen.